Okay.
Do we have everyone?
I don't know if Kelly's coming to this one or.
Okay.
Okay, I think she's gonna bop back and forth.
Okay.
All right, so we have first grade team, title, Kelly might be in and out. Timekeeper?
Sure.
I know you love it. We're going until 9:45, thank you. Okay, so meeting objectives, discuss individual student progress, title intervention, share and analyze data to determine next steps for individual students, which are listed in the packets, and identify students for further problem solving, testing, or screening. Meeting norms, engage in respectful and productive discussions, ensure use of time, Lakeisha, and specific on individuals will be discussed at problem solving if we identify them and fill them out by the form. Just a reminder, you got the email that these students are the 10th percentile and they're based on the most recent diagnostic, which is the one from the fall. Winter will be what guides us in our next data meeting. And then we will do an additional screener. If there are other students that need identified, half the students got a screener this past week. And then attendance, we did discuss this at our last meeting, that students who might be flagged as attendance, if they are in the group at least 60% during the 6-cycle week, they'll stay, but if it's less than 60%, we're gonna kind of reserve that spot for someone else, because we're
That's
kind of
a general guideline, there's
Yeah,
obviously
makes
be
sense.
outliers, but we
Yeah.
kind of wanted to put some criteria on it,
Okay.
because we do have an attendance issue some of the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're kind of taking a spot from someone else. Students receiving other interventions for the same skill that they would receive in title groups will continue intervention with current teacher. That doesn't apply as much to math. All right.
He's making good progress for me.
Me too. He needs to stay though.
He's on it. He's
Yeah.
like
He's on
trying
I like
hard
him.
all the time.
Staying
Yeah.
pretty good.
Okay, so.
But that's good that he's like really trying.
Yes.
I feel like he's gaining confidence in my group too.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes that's all it takes.
I know. So he's starting to read phrases and like,
Go him.
yeah.
That's awesome.
And he's proud of himself, which he should be.
Yeah.
Austin.
He has made tremendous growth. We've been working on number operations. I worked with him last year and he struggled just recognizing his numbers. Now he can recognize 1 through 20 fast as lightning. We're starting to work on like adding 0, adding 1. He's picking that concept up. We've been doing a little bit of working with team numbers, just understanding, what a team number exactly is. He seems to be grasping that, and as you can see, it's effective progress.
Agreed.
But stay in interventions.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, definitely stay in.
Sorry.
But I think are you seeing it in the classroom too?
It is absolutely transferring to the classroom. You guys are
Nice.
doing a great job.
Good.
That's awesome.
I'm definitely noticing growth. She was very shaky and nervous, I think, at first, but I noticed she's gaining some confidence, because I believe I've only had her for the 6 weeks. On her screener, she was able to count using pictures, struggled with, I can't think of the word, things in order. opposite, words of opposition.
Ordinal words.
Ordinal words, thank you. Ordinal words, but it just kind of assesses a whole range of skills. And then addition without pictures struggle, but that's appropriate for the group that we're in. But she did score on that K3 screener in 81%, so that is very good for her. Definitely, I would say effective. Keep her in intervention. I'm seeing.
Is her attendance better?
It was, and then this last
and
week.
then it's very hit or miss. She'll be here for a week and then she's out for a week. Then she'll be here for a week and then she's out for a week.
A whole week at a time.
Yes.
like multiple days.
So maybe
ago.
let's keep her in, but this time maybe let's track that a little bit
Ooh,
more.
okay.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, cause the
Good point.
60% thing.
If she was here, she,
Would continue.
Yes, yes,
she just needs to be here.
I'm
Totally
interested
agree.
to see what Katie says about her in our group,
I mean,
because I know you suspect a disability with her.
yes. I definitely see some number reversals for her, but because we're drilling just 11 to 20 right now, every day that she's here, I'm seeing that she's picking up more numbers
Yes.
each time. 12 and 20 are still struggling.
and she was fully online for kindergarten.
Okay, that makes sense.
She's up there.
Oh, here we go.
Look at you. I was school for her.
Is this another one you do Haggerty with?
Mhm.
Okay, good.
It's like beautiful when it's like.
It is beautiful.
And 3 different interventions,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
Working hard.
She's really progressing.
I know.
I'm very proud of her.
Mhm.
We know how to use that bag.
I know. She's doing a good job. Yeah.
And she's being a lot nicer to
Yes.
the kids.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's such good
Um,
Yeah. She's
so like
coming
I
every
said,
day.
she's effective,
no
but
time.
maybe keep her in for another 6 weeks.
Mhm.
How's she in your group?
I've never had a problem with her, she's been.
Well, I mean, academically though.
She is really starting to pick up, she's, on the word list, out of 18, she got 16 out of 18, she's passed all the tests.
Yeah, we
So
did
she's
the couple
doing good.
words that you gave us,
Yeah.
and I have them on cards,
Mhm.
and she gets those.
And also really excited about learning. Like
Good.
she
is.
Yeah, good. So
Like she wants to
effective
do
but
it.
remain in. That's good.
Yeah. And I do that every day. We do the SCL lesson
Good,
that I
the
have from
beginning of it.
TBT. It's like, okay, how do we feel? Look at the smiley faces and. You
That's
know.
awesome.
Let me just say, this is like a totally different, like,
Yes.
conversation than we had the last 6 weeks about her, so that's.
Yes.
That's a
absolutely-
big celebration.
That's absolutely.
I could cry, that's so
Yeah.
good.
You probably would.
I probably would.
All right.
65, 58, 100%, and 83.
That's pretty, those high scores are shocking to me, actually.
Yeah. I mean, keep in mind, this is like phonemic awareness, letter
Right.
name and sound, and blending, and word writing, CBC words. So she's starting to get it.
Yeah, which is great.
And she's starting to, like, she knows all the sounds that I've taught. So I think she needs to stay.
Yes, I would agree.
And then we'll continue to collect data and talk about her
Yeah.
next steps.
One that I feel like she is doing so amazing that she might be able to move out.
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna exit.
You're ready?
Okay.
Okay, let's exit her.
Yes, she
Oh, wow.
excels.
Oh, and the percentage is messed up on that one too.
Yes, but she excels in everything.
No, that's great to see. That's when we know it's
Awesome.
working.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes.
that was, so we're good for,
And also, she went to a different school last year. So I
Okay.
think it was like, maybe she didn't get as much instruction, or maybe she was online, and now she's like got the boost she needs.
sure. Awesome, okay.
Good job.
She's making good progress in group. I don't know if she's one that you think needs to stay, or
She doesn't do anything to me.
okay.
Like, I mean, she's always cutting, gluing something, but it's never what I need her to do. So the fact that you're getting her to work is miraculous. You're like, I'm jealous. Yeah, how do you do it?
Yeah, she's definitely the like highest one in here. Like she picks up, she's catching on, she picks up on stuff. Looks like she's making effective growth.
Kick her out.
I kick her out, I just feel like her needs to be better suited in tier two.
Is this the
Well,
time that we
let's
need to do
discuss,
that?
is there another need for other people?
And I'm fine with that. I'll pull her in my small group and, we'll work on things from there. Yeah,
In the 6 week cycle, then check back.
yeah, we can do that. That's fine.
Yeah, and if she struggles in the classroom, we can always revisit
Yeah,
it and she could
yeah.
rejoin our group.
Another one out.
I know you should be.
You have to tell me your secrets on what you do.
I don't know what it was with her, it just kinda clicked one day, she was just
Like,
reading words.
I don't know.
She tries really hard, like in class, she's trying to give more effort. And, you know, she likes math group, not so much reading, but I think she enjoys reading whole group in the class, and she likes working in small groups with me, which she doesn't necessarily get because she's goes to title group. My big thing that I've noticed with her is like she's able to start decoding words, which she wasn't doing at the beginning of the year. So she's able to apply the puns and the sounds that she's being taught, but her comprehension has taken a hit. She's reading, but she doesn't know what she's reading.
Yeah, we've
So,
had more like fluency type stuff with me,
mhm.
and she's like my highest one in my group.
Yeah, like she can read and you're like, well, why are we in group? But then like for her, it's kind of shifted to the comprehension aspect of, I don't understand what I'm reading, but if Mrs. Winkler reads it aloud after I read it aloud, I can connect
Yeah.
what I read and what she's reading for it to make sense. So, I mean, because she's able to get questions correct, but if she's reading them on her own for the most part, like she has to read them.
to read and not read to understand.
So, I mean, I don't know if she's one that we need to exit and try to find a different group. I mean, it's not like she's not trying to read to get information, she just can't. She's having a hard time accessing it. So,
And what you guys do journeys?
we do journeys.
Okay.
Correct.
So where's the breakdown in her, sorry, I missed that part, where's the breakdown in her comprehension?
So as she is reading it herself, like, let's say I give her a passage and she reads it aloud to me and she's answering questions, she's like needing to read it quite a few times or having me verbally read it to her to get it to comprehend, to like connect. Like she'll get bits and pieces of it, but she doesn't get that sole like question what she needs to
And
get.
this is text that's on her grade level?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Or just a grade level below.
so
like
what's
third
her
grade.
tier 2? What is she working on in tier 2?
So when I do small groups, she's typically in title groups.
Oh, okay.
So that's,
Missing that.
she
Yeah.
misses that because she's in title group.
So I
But
would-
if she is with me due to somebody's being absent or it just happened to work out that my second group rotation, because I try to rotate the kids in title to come in, but then they never have time for their independent
Yeah.
work.
So should we exit her and try the next 6 weeks?
Okay.
Should move to a tier 2 within the classroom.
All right.
And a
that works.
comprehension focused tier 2?
Because my tier 2 is we're taking fourth grade text, but we're doing it like together and picking apart
Yeah.
things so that
I
they can
think
be
that's
more
a better
successful.
intervention for her.
She really enjoys being in that group. She does not, she would prefer being there, I think.
I wish we could, but.
I think I agree that it's time for her to maybe exit and let's give her a shot in tier 2 and see how she
So
goes.
the progress would be effective and then exit to tier 2?
I'm so
Yes.
proud. I'm gonna have to give her a hug when she
That's
gets back.
very
Like,
useful.
Mom has
welcome.
noticed a big difference as well.
Good.
Just kind of in her attitude about school and stuff.
Today, I just did a little experiment with your group,
Yeah.
and I pulled up a game that was counting by 5. They counted by 5 all the way to 500.
They better because we practice
Yes,
patterns.
but they were able to
everywhere.
find that pattern
Good.
without me, so.
Okay, so she can
So,
graduate.
do you agree with that?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
So
absolutely.
she's gonna exit as well.
Yay.
Aw, her family's gonna be so proud of her.
So, I definitely can tell a difference
definitely progress.
in
Yeah,
her
she's
lately,
made
but
it.
because her attendance has been better.
Good.
Her attendance has been, but this is a hard one because it's like, I would like to have, like, go to problem solving and maybe get her on the path to being tested for NICA, but it's like, her attendance is tier 3, I think.
Yeah.
So I don't know what,
And she went to problem solving last time, correct? So we'll
Yes.
revisit her this afternoon. And we'll talk about her data and how her progress and
okay.
we'll kind of go from there. And we'll, the goals that we determined for her, we'll see if she met it.
Okay.
And then we can just talk about it then.
You did it, Miss Kraus. We did it.
Yeah, that's great news.
She's also one that I want to go to further problem solving.
Time.
Like
In
her class.
Would you agree with that for reading as well?
Oh,
So
she's
additional
making
problem.
inconsistent progress with me.
Yeah, she's really inconsistent. Like I told them in math, I did talk to mom at conferences about my concern, but I did let her know that so she didn't go to further problem solving last time because of attendance, and so I told mom that I needed her to be here so that I can make sure that that's what I'm seeing, and it's not just because she's at school and she's not at school. So she has been here, and I think she needs to go.
So what's her progress?
And mom is on board with that, you said?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
I want to make sure, and then additional problem solving. Got it.
She knows that she needs.
Who does she see now, Charlene or Tony?
Me.
You now?
Yeah, she was
What do you
with
see
me,
she's-
mine was attendance.
She's inconsistent. I mean,
Yeah.
she can blend. Great at blending, but she'll miss sounds. Like she'll know it for a couple days, and then all of a sudden, it says a word that it has nothing to do with.
Yeah.
It's not related, and I'm like,
I think she's a memorizer too.
Yeah, I
She knows
think she
all of
is.
her sight words, backwards and forwards.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like a whole word reader.
Yeah.
Um,
I listened to her, and she's really good in this.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a whole word reader. So she knows it. She knows it. But she's the same way with math. She knows some of her numbers. She doesn't know all of them, but she can add if she knows what it is. But she doesn't know what it is. Same thing with words. If she knows the word, she'll read it. But then she has no clue.
Coding skills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
All right.
Did you guys want to screen any kids, or do we want to wait until the next iReady round?
Do you have kids you need us to screen?
So I'm just looking, like, we have hit all the kids that are 10th percentile and lower, but then we have the next chunk that I'm just looking for phonemic awareness and phonics skills. And there's a few in the 11th, but 2 of those kids tested out of both of those areas, so they wouldn't be applicable.
So if
So if
their
they're-
goals aren't
So,
related
yeah,
to
it was-
phonics, and so then Frank's not working on that directly,
Mhm.
then they're not receiving that
Right.
intervention. So then, yes, we would need them to be getting that.
Because that's where they're having, like, I mean, the kids
Now,
unfortunately
if
they're
they're
on
on
IEPs,
phonics,
like, we're
then
tough
you
on.
should be working on that. But I know a couple of them is like comprehension.
Yeah, usually by the time they get to like 3rd, 4th grade, they switch it to sight words and comprehension.
Some of them I feel like maybe are like CBC though and stuff, so.
Also from a different district, and we're rewriting his IEP.
So if you see a need for that, then that needs to be in there.
Do you want me to screen him?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think
Because
at
that
least
would be the
screening
data
him,
for
that will
that.
give us data to decide what we need to have in them.
For phonics? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you said phonemic awareness. Maybe that was somebody else. Okay. Sorry. So I'll do OG and then the GE test. Okay.
Pretty much all the kids tested out of phonemic awareness.
Oh, that's
Literally
good.
every single 4th grader has tested out of phonemic awareness. It's the phonics that is the issue.
That means the Haggard has been working.
And then there's a few
What
that
grade level are they testing phonics?
K, 1, 1, K, K.
Yeah.
1, 1, 1, 1, a few 3s sprinkled in there, a few 2s sprinkled in there, max scores, 3s, max scores for the kids that are almost on grade level. So for the ones that are lower, they're testing K as phonics. But that could change because the first one we really didn't, with iReady, we just kind of let them do it because we wanted to see what they're gonna do. But now that we've been into the school year, we might see a bump up for some of those kids that didn't try back in
Yeah.
September.
Yeah.
Yeah. The January one.
We'll know
have
a
all
lot
the
more.
results.
Yeah.
Okay, so then today, we're going to move on to our new students. We will be discussing 4 students today. The first student is Peter's classroom. So I'm going to pull up his data overall. Did math and reading title.
He is not in math title.
Not math title.
No,
He's
reading. Yeah,
Just
only reading.
reading. Overall is a moderate risk. Attendance has been an issue. He's tier 3, missed 16 days.
But it's better.
It's
It
been
is-
better.
It's been better?
Yes.
Okay,
Oh,
good.
yeah.
And then referrals, tier 2 for math, and then iReady, we know he is in tier 3. So when we're looking at his reading data, then we'll go straight to his reading data.
Is this level of performance that I'll be
Yes.
filling in?
Yes, so let's talk.
The screen back.
So his current level of performance, he is, his reading from iReady, overall placement level K.
iReady when you get done with the tracker.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is his overall placement is grade K.
There it is, that's what I wanted to talk about.
So from fall, he did grow. Oh, wait.
Because I thought that was interesting, like, if you go all the way back,
Yes, so last year, if we look,
Yeah.
like this is last year's fall, winter, spring.
he went down, then he went up, and then he went up the fall, and then he went up, he went up, he went up.
Yeah. Okay.
He did max out of, phonics.
Yeah, which is good. Phonics is still level K. And Molly or Emily, do you see it?
I see him.
So what is he currently able to do in reading?
He can blend, but he's still having problems. Like we've been doing digraphs and L blends, R blends, S blends, and he's still. But like we talked about earlier, it's more behavior.
Okay.
So
Yeah, it's more, because Miss Spitzmuller has started
I see, she pulls them.
first grade reading mastery. She's
Okay.
at first grade level or less than 17. And I think he's holding his own. And as far as him leaving our classroom, the first time I heard him doing that was last week.
Okay.
And there's been an escalation with his behavior in the last 2 weeks.
I mean, we know he did it a lot last year, and it wasn't as bad at the beginning of this year, but lately it's been,
Yeah,
I mean, I can't.
in the last 2 weeks, it's been, you can tell there's a change in behavior with him.
Do you want me to read what I have so far?
Yes.
It's not a whole lot. So we have iReady overall placement level grade K 408. Currently in title reading, proficient with blends.
He's now proficient.
Okay, working towards.
Yes.
So his goal then, the next step when we have to write his goal.
With blends, escalating behaviors have affected participation and success in group.
Okay, what's next?
Identify the goal.
Okay, so then the goal would be in the next 6 weeks.
I mean, it's hard to keep him in that group though.
Does he leave, like walk out?
Yeah.
So do we want to make the goal more towards behavior versus academic?
Yeah.
You agree? Okay, so then let's say something about staying.
Because I get what Ms. Peters is saying, a lot of his, it is social emotional type things where he's not necessarily harming or doing things, it's more like the work refusal or, he will stand out in the, hallway crying. And
Yes.
so it's
Yeah.
more of a documentation of how often that occurs. And those might be work avoidance, behaviors that we could document as behavior reports or get better about that. However, actual behavior referrals probably won't come through unless it's not in that
Right,
range.
the documents, so maybe we can write a goal towards that, and leave in the classroom.
Is he in a group with you, DeAndre?
No, not currently. So it could be something student will participate and remain in group 75% of the time, or do we like 80%? I feel like a lot of times we use that.
I know, we have been doing 80.
And receive or be referred to
Have
social
you-
group.
I'll
Be
see him in
referred to.
April. Right, what about the PBIS referral?
We could do that and do problem solving in PBIS committee. Okay.
So PBIS referral, I think, good.
Let's do that.
Just fill out that questionnaire.
Yeah.
Got one on right now.
Okay.
Let me finish that one first. That's gonna
Susan
take
will
me
do
a while.
that, and then the goal would be what you said, correct?
In the next 6 weeks, student will participate and remain in group 80% of the time.
What's group?
Intervention groups. So either Spitzmiller or reading, title reading.
Does he normally elope from those groups?
Does he leave your group?
Once in a while.
But he leaves class more.
But the problem is,
Yeah,
he
it's
starts stuff
class.
in my group. That doesn't need to be
Rarely.
Is it the
Doesn't
crying
mean
loudly?
class.
So then it's
So
not.
that doesn't.
I think
yeah,
he's
that-
gone out in the hallway maybe
But that's
twice
because of
this
that.
year. I mean, but he knows he'll go to the safe place sometimes.
Okay.
The other day, he had a breakdown.
Yeah, I
And-
walked around school with him for
Less than
45
what it
minutes.
was.
Yeah, and somebody,
year.
like, I couldn't teach because he was
He's loud.
So maybe
real
we can
loud,
incorporate
and
the
I
safe
tried to
place.
say, I tried to do it, and he wouldn't
I told him
move.
that, if he can go out in the hallway for a little bit.
So
calm
Peters,
down.
what behavior would you like
What halftime
for him to
is?
see or change? Like what do you think he needs to work on?
Self-regulation.
Yeah, self-regulation.
So we want him to
Recognizing.
be able to like regulate in the classroom. So when he uses the safe space, does he use it appropriately?
No, not now, he did in the
He
beginning.
did. So
But I usually would have to somehow go back there and breathe with him because he was so upset.
So you're help, you're assisting.
He couldn't breathe.
Yeah.
Do you have a safe place helper? Do you have a helper
I don't have a helper.
That's a good
that
idea.
can breathe with him? Just so that you don't have to stop class.
That's a great idea.
I've used that with
Somebody that knows how.
And most of his referrals have happened in title. He has three, two documents and one referral in title, and then one in music. But he didn't have any in his homeroom teachers class.
And Spitzmiller hasn't done anything either.
Could this be something that we had the traveling safe
That's
space?
what I was just looking back at her goal that we made for her.
Well, like what I do is I always tell them, like, if you're upset and you need somewhere, let's go outside here for a little bit, decompress, and let's come back. But the thing is, he starts things with the kids, and then they get back to him, and he just.
So I said, student will appropriately utilize safe space with, what, safe helper, Gentry,
Safe
self
helper.
buddy, safe buddy?
I think you just said safe place helper.
Safe. With safe space buddy and, will travel with portable safe space?
That was VF's, right?
Yes.
What did she put in it?
It was like fidgets and a
Is that you
timer.
okay with putting something together for title?
Is what? Say that
We're
again?
talking about making
Yeah,
a traveling.
A traveling that he
safe
could
place.
take with him?
Title.
I have some drawstring bags if you need them.
Like some stuffed animals.
I think his issue is that his biggest issue is just getting out of the survival state. I mean,
Yes.
it takes him a long time.
Yeah.
And it's,
Cause he had.
Do we know of any medical or health needs? Meds, glasses, hearing aids, etc. Generate a hypothesis. Begin with the goal is not being attained because
He has a busy home life too. I don't know if that's jumping ahead.
it might be jumping ahead, but we could put because student struggles to self-regulate. Identify domain related to hypothesis, instruction, curriculum, environment, learner.
So we talked about academic, we talked about behavior.
Yeah. Would it be environment or learner?
Environment.
Okay.
So there's quite a few things going on, and just having their basic needs met as far as financial and the resources that they have available have been limited.
A prediction. Begin with if, then additional corrective practice occurs, then the accuracy of skill will increase. So if student utilizes
Self-regulation tools.
then they will increase group participation in group.
I think that's good. It's okay.
Is this where I would put by 80%, or sentence of behavior is it, are we not needing to have a measurable in there?
No, it still needs to be measured.
Is this the prediction?
Yes.
I think you already wrote it in the hypothesis, didn't you?
I did not put the, no.
Put it in the hypothesis.
Okay. sources of information, attendance, behavior, academic, interviews with stakeholders, I would say that applies. Observation,
Teacher observation, yeah, so
Yeah.
I would say all those check.
yep, progress monitoring tools, SEL,
Yeah.
yep. Is attendance?
Is attendance an issue?
It
was, but it's gotten
It's
better.
not, I mean, it's gotten better.
So no longer an issue, so maybe don't.
It really was an issue last year.
Okay.
Huge.
What changes to the current intervention must be made? We'll say utilizing safe space.
Traveling safe place.
And a buddy.
You can put that he referred to school counseling or SEL coordinator as well. I'll talk with Rob.
How long, or how often, how long, when, and who is providing intervention? So I'll put SEL coordinator, classroom teacher, title teacher.
IS, right?
IS. And 6-week cycle?
Yes.
And you 30 minutes a day, Adams?
Yes.
What kind of supports are needed? We need to create traveling space and begin SEL. Or continue.
Or continue SEL.
That's the last step.
I'll start working on that.
Yay.
Thank you. Thanks.